Yeah, next week we'll start doing Thursday ones, Jason.
That was perfect timing, Daniel. Way
Perfect
to just advertise that.
Drop that in there, little cold open advertisement. Nothing like it.
It was said on the pod. Now it has to happen. It's manifested.
It has been manifested by the hitting of the recording button. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Red, the White, and the Blues podcast. I'm Daniel, and I'm sick, and that is Jason, and he is healthy and looking sexy. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm usually the sick one, so I'm really sorry that you're sick.
Oh, good.
But I am happy to not be. So
yeah,
higher motives, lower motives. Motives, lower motives.
Yeah, we're gonna make it through. We're gonna push through the podcast, and we're gonna make it. We'll try not to cough at some point during this podcast, which will probably not happen. But
now everyone start the count.
That's right. Yeah, count it. Yeah, how many times? I mean, we've done a shit counter on here before. I mean, I was gonna say shit in an episode. So there was that episode. But yeah, so we gotta take care of some business first, Jason, because you made a promise to the people last week that if Chelsea won, you would show us your weenus. And I'm just saying, the people want to see your weenus, Jason. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
That's all I'm saying, Jason.
I'm amazed that we won. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look at each one and give you the best. Give you my best weenus.
Better.
Hold on. Don't look yet.
Nobody look.
Okay, I think I want to show you my right one. Okay.
Show us your right
Should
one.
I do a little show?
All right, you do like you, a little, man.
Oh, yeah, see, there's a tease.
Oh, there's a little that's a little weenus slip right there.
Oh, wow. Look at the shine. Hold on, let me show you all angles.
That is an amazing weenus, and I'm probably going to have to blur that out because it is probably
blur the light.
That weenus is against all of YouTube's regulations.
Let me flex it.
Whatever. Flex that weenus, man.
It is looking a little like if you just segment. Okay, that's enough.
All right, now
I showed too much. I don't know why I'm embarrassed.
It's just your weenus, man. We all got two of them.
I'm a little embarrassed. I'm going to adjust the light to fix my blush.
Go back and you need me to touch up your face during this segment. Little airbrushing away of the rosy cheeks.
Yes, we'll have to edit this later.
Anyway, okay. Jason's all hot and bothered. And might I say, sir, you look dapper tonight. You're giving me Steve Jobs vibes. With the all black going on. Yeah, a little Steve Jobs vibes going on.
I'm trying to look slim. Since it is about to be Thanksgiving, and apparently the average American gained 6 pounds during the holidays and hasn't lost what they gained last year.
Hey, I'm one of those Americans. I'll fall in that category probably.
I definitely am in that category, and I felt really embarrassed reading that article earlier. Not as embarrassed to show my weenus to the world, but I'm pretty embarrassed all around this week.
Oh man, yeah, but I mean that's what Thanksgiving's for, and it's for stuffing your face with not turkey because turkey's disgusting. I hate turkey. It's the worst Thanksgiving.
Wow, hot take.
Yeah, hot take. Daniel hates turkey. I don't know.
I feel like most Americans don't like turkey, but that's just a feeling I have. But
do you like turkey?
I do like turkey, yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, it's fine. I'm
like the dad on A Christmas Story.
Okay, yeah. You in there nibbling on the turkey and stuff?
I'm a turkey fiend, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, man. Yeah, we have started a tradition of doing Boston butts.
That's awesome.
For Thanksgiving with my family, so I enjoy that immensely.
I am not a big ham fan.
I would prefer the ham over turkey. So
yeah.
And usually you're one or the other, and that's the thing is you're You're one of the see now. If you will give me something a sliced meat, I would rather sliced turkey than sliced ham. But like I just don't like fresh turkey or frozen turkey that's been cooked for an hour or for 3 hours in the oven, and it tends to be a little dry when it comes out. So somebody can make me some moist turkey out there, I'd probably love it. But
that's my goal for next Thanksgiving is to give you moist turkey. That's happening next Thanksgiving.
Here's the cough. I knew it was coming when she started making me laugh.
I'm gonna try to deliver it like this too, so you see my weenus.
Just rest
this. Yeah. Put the tray here. I get burned by turkey juice.
Oh man. Jeez. Well, now you know. So let's just do this then while we're talking about Thanksgiving, since whatever. We can do whatever the hell we want to. It's our podcast. We'll talk about jealousy in a minute. What's your favorite side dish at Thanksgiving?
I'll say it. I'll do the qualifying term here. Cornbread dressing.
See, you nailed it.
That's the best. Yeah.
Yes. You cannot eat corn. It has to be cornbread.
It has to be cornbread. None of that Yankee shit.
Exactly. None of this stuffing shit. I want cornbread dressing. That's
Although my mom is from Ohio, and she would make some weird stuffing that was really good, but I prefer the cornbread.
Yeah, I'm cornbread guy too. I like it like my mother-in-law makes it, and she'll like take the turkey out the oven and then pour the turkey juice in there, and and then
okay. So do you like yours? Because there's many ways to make it.
Yeah.
Do you like yours with pieces of meat in it?
No, I don't want the meat.
Same. Do you like yours with pieces of boiled egg in it?
I've never had it with boiled egg.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I would like that.
No, I do not like it.
Don't think that doesn't jive.
Okay, do you like cranberry jelly with it? Okay,
no.
I do like the cranberry jelly.
It is weird. I love cranberries. Like, give me a cranberry and vodka. I love some cranberry and vodka. Great drink. But I don't want cranberries on my Thanksgiving food.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people do.
Well, there's like sorry.
I know. I just don't.
There's like a richness in like it's got like some earthy spices in it, like sage. Like so, and like I think the tartness and the sweetness of the cranberry jelly. But I don't like real cranberry jam. Some people will make that and just crush up cranberries and stuff.
Yeah.
No. I want the cheapest jellied. It says jellied cranberry sauce on the can, and you open up one end and you slurp it out.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then it's still got the rivets of the can going.
It looks like the can. That's what I want.
That is traditional American Thanksgiving right there.
Yes.
Which you've just described. Like every household, whether anybody eats or not, will have that on the table. Like I think my brother-in-law might be the only person that eats that stuff, but it's on the table every Thanksgiving, and it's just like you described it.
It's so good. So you're a gravy fan?
Yes.
Yeah, I like gravy too, but I won't if I'm going cranberry, I won't go gravy. I won't mix the two.
Yeah, I don't want gravy necessarily with my dressing. My dressing.
Same.
I just like it plain. Give me I'll put more dressing on my plate Thursday than I will any other food item. That will be the main course of my Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah,
will be that's all I could eat on Thanksgiving. I'd be happy.
I put the rest of the stuff on the plate just to make it look like I'm not only getting dressing.
Right.
It's how my wife feels about A1 sauce. Like the steak is the vehicle for the sauce to my wife. And she eats steak just so she doesn't look weird drinking A1. I'm convinced.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm
okay. Sorry, I have one more question.
Oh, what you got?
Okay. Do you the next day will you eat your dressing cold out of the fridge?
No, I want it warm.
Okay. I will eat it cold.
Yeah, we've had this conversation more than we ever had on the pod, but I know you and me are both proponents that cold pizza is better than hot pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Like second day old cold pizza
is
is
the best,
infinitely better than a hot pizza. So, yeah, but no, I do want my dressing warm for whatever reason. And Jason's sneezing. Put the sneeze counter up, producer. Oh, wait, we don't have one of those. Never mind.
Hey, yeah, we do. He's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, now, so when in England, Chris and I have had this in a restaurant in England before, and you can even like buy this. You know how sometimes you go to the grocery store and you can buy cold sandwiches that are pre-made?
Yeah.
They'll have this sandwich pre-made. It is roasted pork, stuffing, and what they call brown sauce.
So it's like a brown gravy?
It's a sauce. It's a tangy. It's called HP sauce. It is its own thing. I have no idea. It's its own thing. Anyway, so have you had a dressing sandwich before?
No, I don't. I don't do a dressing sandwich.
So you're not going to go to Firehouse Subs, not a sponsor. You're not going to go to Firehouse Subs and eat their Thanksgiving sandwich?
No, but you know what I might do now though is the next day, now that you've brought this to my attention, I might, since we do pulled pork, I might throw a little pulled pork Boston butt with some dressing smacked out between a couple pieces of toasted bread and have that for lunch the next day. I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
I like the way you're thinking, sir. You put me on to something here. Put me on to something. Maybe I'll Google whatever the hell brown gravy is.
Oh, no, it's HP sauce.
HP sauce, okay.
Yeah.
All right, HP sauce.
I mean, it's okay. It's not my favorite.
Okay, so maybe leave that off then. All right. Well, that's less work
if you can find it. If you can
I
find
don't know.
it.
That's less work though. I don't know. I do have some spicy sweet barbecue sauce that is really good.
Oh, dude, that'll be good. Do that. Yeah. That's its own kind of brown sauce.
Yeah. It is. I mean, it's dark brown. Very dark brown.
Yeah. I would put cranberry on mine.
See, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is Jason and mine's. Thanks. Oh, well, let me ask you this question since we've covered the main course. Yeah. Do you because I know in America that the staple is pecan pie. Are you a pecan pie guy?
So I'm okay with pecan pie. Kristen and I were just talking about pecan pie because my wife really likes to bake. So she was talking about making one. There's a friend of ours that made a pecan pie once and brought it to an event. And we still, this was probably like 10 years ago. We still talk about this pie. And so that's kind of one of the only pecan pies I've ever like really liked was that pecan pie. But I don't just go after pecan pie. If I have a choice, if there's something chocolate or anything else, I will always do chocolate. No matter what. So, but anyway, I'm okay with pecan pie. I'm not gonna turn it down if it's offered to me.
Yeah, I'm not a pecan pie guy. I don't like pecans. Yeah. Pecans, as some people call them. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm a chocolate pie guy. That are preferably, but nobody makes them, and you really got to find somebody special to make them. But apple pies. Oh, dude! A warm apple pie with a scoop of homemade vanilla ice cream on top of it, you can't beat that.
Yeah,
that's not very Thanksgiving-y, but
apple pie with a slice of American cheese on it. You ever heard of that?
No.
Used to be like a diner staple, I think, back in the day.
Why?
I don't know.
What insane psycho person decided to put cheese on top of a freaking apple pie?
No, not just any cheese, like the prepackaged American square.
Like the Kraft, the stuff that's not really cheese, that it doesn't actually say cheese on there because it's got so much stuff in there. Okay.
It's 51% cheese, so they can call it a cheese product.
Yeah. Which we will soon not be able to sell in our grocery stores thanks to RFK Jr. Sorry. Anyway,
everybody's gonna be drinking raw milk.
Yep, raw milk. Whatever. But yeah, whatever.
That's as political as we get here.
That we will make political jokes on here and tell Putin to F off constantly, but that's about as political as we get on this podcast. But yeah, let's talk about Chelsea now that we're 15 minutes into the episode. Jason. So if you're still here waiting for us to talk about Chelsea, we're here. We're ready to do it. Chelsea have won the battle for Enzo Maresca's soul. They beat Leicester 2-1 on. What day was that? Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday.
We haven't had a Saturday game in so long.
Yeah, and it was at freaking 6:30 in the morning too. Yeah. On top of that,
we have gotten the shittiest schedule this season, and I am sick of it. I want nothing more than to be in the Champions League just so we have a regular damn schedule again. Yeah, because this is absurd. That's my only complaint. I listened back to the last podcast and I was like, I hate USA Network and this is horrible. So I feel the same way about our schedule in general. This is the dumbest schedule. We have gotten the shaft, and the Premier League can freaking suck it.
And I don't think it gets any better going forward.
No, it's all Sundays from here on out pretty much for a while.
Yeah. Because we play on Thursdays. So it's Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. Oh, we do have a Wednesday. Oh, we have a Wednesday game.
That's Boxing Day, I think.
No, that's December 4th.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's coming up. It's like next week.
Oh, no, because Christmas is on Wednesday. So that's a Thursday game.
Yeah, that's a Thursday game.
Because we actually play on Boxing Day for the first time in 3 years.
I know. It is nice to play on Boxing Day. We'll talk about the schedule in a little bit, but yeah, they're all... Yeah, because Sunday we unfortunately play at 6:30 in the morning again, which is gonna suck.
Wow,
good gracious!
Ass is boat. No, okay, I'm not gonna finish that in case we get copyright strike.
Anyway, so I think the big takeaway from this game that everybody has talked about in the Chelsea community, and we won't talk about it all on here because neither one of us are tacticians, if you will. But Maresca did change his system in this match, and it worked out, and we played really well. Besides giving up the one goal, which I don't even remember how they scored. My mind is. I remember our goals. Don't remember their goal though. I just know they scored. But yeah, he changed the system up and didn't invert Cucurella. Right. Played him out wider. So stretch the defense. I mean, we were literally playing like a 3-1, 5-1, I think at times is what they called it.
Yeah.
So it was crazy to see, but I think the thing that I take away from it, because I'm not a tactical person, is the fact that Maresca isn't as stubborn as maybe we were led to believe.
Yeah.
From Leicester fans, which is a good thing, is a positive that he did change the system and he. Maybe this is the thing that gets us to unlock low blocks from here on out. Because, gosh darn it, we need help unlocking low blocks. But we did it pretty well against Leicester. They pretty much just sat back and tried to counter the whole match. So, I don't know.
I will say the first 30-ish minutes, they sat back a lot. It was weird. Yeah. And then we looked dominant.
We did
in those first 30 minutes, and then they tried to press. They tried to play a high line. They were trying to get Vardy involved, even though that didn't happen in our game. But they did at least come to life for the rest of the game. The scary thing about that for me was they gave us problems by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They would get I think in the first half they only had 4 touches in our box. And that's because they just sat back the whole time and they gave us a lot of respect at King Power. And so I thought that was a little strange of them. And then once they came to life, if Leicester was a better team, we would have been screwed.
Probably. That's because their defense is terrible.
Yeah. So I don't know. For us to only win at 2-1, I'm pretty disappointed in this.
Yeah.
And I think it is like we do play to our competition. We always have. We're just that type of club that doesn't seem any different. So I would say we played down. I was not overly impressed with how we play. I haven't been overly impressed with how we play this entire season. I mean, I think you. But if you were to tell me last season, hey, next season you're still going to have the problems with fundamentals. You're still going to have the problems with players giving the ball away in the midfield. But you're gonna score more. Your goalkeeper's gonna suck, but you're gonna win. But you're gonna win the games. You're gonna win more. You're gonna win most of the games that you thought you should have won last season. And if you told me that last season, I'd have been like, hell yeah, bring it on.
Yeah.
And then if we're gonna be sitting in third at like the 12th week of the season, I've been like, okay, great, yeah, that sounds way better than what we're doing now. So I try to take that as a positive, and I try to like go, hey, but we pulled it out.
Right
now, if we're going to be like Simon Jordan says, and we're going to challenge Liverpool for the title, there's no way we can do that and still play like we are. Just because we're getting the results doesn't mean that another team on their day, because Leicester could have come for us.
Well, yeah. I mean,
they had way more chances than they should have been allowed to have.
We had 4.
Yeah. And Bob sucks.
Bob's terrible. Yeah.
And I'm kind of sick of this lack of decision making. They keep telling us Bob's decision making is gonna like catch up to him, or catch up to his skill or whatever. And I think we're going to be waiting for that forever. I would hope that we were going to go for another goalkeeper at some point, even though we bought like 5 in the off season.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the amount of money we've spent on goalkeepers to have like 6 of them and they all are not worth starting is pretty sad.
It says a lot. Yeah.
So I don't know. I am worried. It is nice though that we do have a flexible system. We got players that can play in it. And kudos to Maresca for utilizing, because Reese is down again, because God forbid Reese stay healthy for any length of time. And,
you're right about that.
Gusto's out, and Sancho's back from his mysterious illness, but he's now a bench player. And so, but it is nice that when you can bring a player in and you switch Neto across the field, you can do it. And when you need the back line to switch around, you can do it. And so, and when you don't need to invert, you can do it. And when you do need to invert, you can do it. And so I think we're at the point now where this team has to start, like, disciplinary issues have got to be a priority.
It's got to get better. Got to get better.
And they really do need to start clicking. Like, this is the time. Like, right now, we have seen the potential of this team. We have seen what they're capable of doing. There is a wave of positivity right now. There's a wave of goodwill. They're putting out cooking videos with Cucurella and Fofana.
I will watch
and
anything Cucurella is in.
Yes,
I will watch anything.
There's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of because there were times in the past couple seasons where we don't even think these guys like playing with each other. So Maresca's come in. Maresca's done a great job. We've got to start really nailing down some of the things that are hampering us. Fundamentals and discipline, I think, are the biggest ones. We're not going to be able to help the goalkeeper situation this season. And if we can nail the fundamentals in front of him, then that mitigates the amount of goals he's going to let in. And I just don't think him letting in a goal every single game means we're going to be competing with Liverpool, who don't. So,
right.
Although they did struggle against Southampton. So.
They did. Southampton scored 2 on them.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
That's my piece about this team. People love them. That's great. There's a lot to be happy about. I don't think we can compete. I am just hoping we finish top 4.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing is we have to look at it this way too. Is that the Premier League is clearly down this year.
Yeah.
You look at City sitting on, we're at 22. They're 23 points. We're at 22 points right now. Arsenal's at 22. Yeah. Brighton's at 22. Tottenham, I think, is at 19.
Yep.
So there's a giant cluster right there at like 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 that are all jam packed, and I think Nottingham Forest is there. I think they'll fall out of it.
Yeah.
Tottenham's always going to bottle it because that's what Tottenham does. But you look at what happened. This happened in the City. Like this isn't normal. Like this isn't a normal Premier League season. Is what I'm trying to say. And we're not. What are we like? 2, 3 points ahead from where we were last year at this point in time.
I'll look. You finish your thought, and I'll look.
But yeah, like we're not that far off. So the only thing we've done different this year is we've actually beaten a couple of the bottom of the table teams. Now we did have I think up until this last match, we had the second hardest schedule up until that point in the Premier League. So that does say a lot that we came out of that in third place. So, but I don't think we challenge for the title. Unless Liverpool just starts sucking and we pick up some points here and pick up some points there. Because I mean they're already up 11 points on us.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
11 points.
No, it's 9. I think it's 9.
9. Okay, it's 9. Yeah, 9 points. Yeah, 9 points on us. So it's like I don't know. Although I did see an interesting statistic about them and I feel like they're a lot like us last year. That without Salah, they would have 17 less points than what they have. He's contributed like 17 points with his goals and assists this year. Wow. So you got to consider that Salah isn't going to continue that the whole year, probably.
Right.
I mean, he might. He is solid. He is good. But if he picks up a knock, where's Liverpool going to find goals from?
Yeah,
they have nobody else that can do anything on that team. They have one person, and they have a good defense. So,
we are a full 6 points better than we were last season.
Oh, 6 points? Okay. So I was off. Yeah, this is the
part of the year games.
We started sucking last year. So
a couple seasons ago, we had 21 points.
Yeah.
At this
same stage. That's what I'm saying. Like the disparity in this season, that's just what I don't think it's that we're like infinite. Like, are we better than we were last year? Obviously, yes, we are better than we were last year. Are we infinitely better? Are we to the point where we should be challenging for titles? I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah.
Especially with this defense, and like you're saying with Sanchez, like if we're giving up goals every match, you can't expect to win everything. You're going to have draws. Like you're going to draw games you probably should have won because your goalkeeper sucks. So I don't know. I'm trying to be positive. I'm also trying to be cautious and realistic at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're not like I'm with you. Just finish top 4 and I'll be happy this year. Win the Conference League and finish top 4. That's my goals for the year. You know, other than that, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like if we can finish top 4, I'll be pumped. I also don't think it's worth even thinking about this team challenging for the title. I just and to all the things that you were saying, it's like way too early for people to be thinking about this. So
it really is.
It's just clickbaity. We all got to talk about the things all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are plenty of things to talk about. I think this team is showing great promise. I mean, like that you and I are an interesting podcast because people feel like they got to go beat for beat. We got to talk about the goals. We got to talk about the starting lineup. We got to talk about who the best players were. We got to do all this. Like, I just think there are like real issues that we do need to talk about. And they're real positive. I mean, that finish by Nico is insane.
Yeah,
like
Nico's finish like fantastic.
To take a ball that was like coming to him in the air, and him and a defender are fighting for it for a while, and he sticks with it. He stays with it. He does a little 1-2. Who was in the box with him that he kicked it off of? Was it
Enzo? Yeah, it was Enzo because Enzo got credit for the assist.
Yeah, so does a little 1-2 with Enzo in the box, and then outside foots it to an open corner, to the open outside corner. I mean, like that's awesome. Like that's awesome. Yeah. I want to see us be able to do more of that in the game, but once they started pressing us, like we just weren't able to do it. And then, man, we are not disciplined enough in defense to not give away a damn penalty. How many penalties are we going to give away at this point? Like at least this time it wasn't Bob's fault.
Yeah, true.
But like that's like 3 penalties in like 5 games or something like that.
And there was
crazy.
another one that was almost penalty earlier in that match too that we got lucky. Like that it wasn't.
That's one of those
called.
coin toss ones. Like I didn't think it was a penalty, but like that's one of those coin toss ones where like they're disagreeing about it in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
People are questioning themselves on whether or not they think it should be or should not be. Like that. I want to go out there. I want to play a clean game. I want to win it cleanly, non-controversially, but I mean, when has Chelsea ever done? Anyway,
when have we ever do that, Jason?
I just want to see us more clinical. I want to see us protect the ball more. I want to see us control the midfield better. And there are really good things happening. Like Caicedo is awesome. Neto is awesome. Sancho was awesome before mysterious illness. And before he got Liverpool put him in their pocket. And like Nico is coming along. Like Palmer continues to be a driving force on the team. Like now we have a rotation between Enzo and Lavia in the pocket. We got a back line that kind of is coming together. Like Fofana's coming along. Colwell's coming along. Cucurella is having a good season finally. And it's like he comes off a great summer internationally, right? So like we got a team, like we're staying relatively healthy this season, like so far. Like we got good things happening. We got a manager who's obviously managing really well, who's come in and has fixed a lot of the Poch things where it's like miscommunication, not setting roles for players, all that. Like players know what's expected of them, players know what to do. We still got the disciplinary issues. But like at the end of the day, like we are coming along. Like at some point we're not going to be able to say this team is too young.
Yeah.
Like we're still young. No, we're talking about like senior players who are going to have 2 years under their belt by the time we get to next season, 2 to 3 to 4 years under their belt by the time we get to next season. Like at this point, we've got to start seeing the maturity. We've got to start seeing it flow better. We've got to start seeing it progress forward. And I know Maresca's coming in. He's still building the system. I mean, we're 12 games into the Premier League season. And I guess overall, we're like 19 games into the season. So it's like there's still a lot more to go. And I am excited about it. But, man, is it too early to be having some of these crazy conversations when we're still giving away those types of penalties, when a team like Leicester is still able to get at us by pressing us a little bit, when our goalkeeper can't sort it out.
Can't pass the ball. Can't do anything.
Yeah, like we cannot depend on our goalkeeper to play like Maresca wants him to play as like an extra defender who needs to be good at his feet, who can make a good decision passing the ball, just general passing, but then also distributing the ball. Also, he would rather punch it than catch it.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to catch the ball. No clue how.
Like there's an uncertainty back there that I think the rest of the team feels, and it's not just like us watching it. Like these are real things that are affecting their gameplay and what they think they can do moving forward. Like he can't kick it long. He can't distribute it. He can't pass it well. He's going to pass it in a place that's going to make you like lunge for it. Then we're going to foul. Then we're going to give away the ball, or we're going to give away a free kick. Like he's creating a lot of issues back there, and I don't know why we continue to stick with them, but I understand that they got to run this. No, he's good. Just trust us. He's good. And like I haven't seen it yet. He's the most concerning part of the team at the moment, outside of the discipline.
Yeah.
So
I would agree. Interesting stat. Do you want to know by chance off the top of your head, Jason, who the number one passer in League One is this year?
In League One?
Yeah. Ligue 1, the French league.
Gosh, I don't know enough. I don't think. Who is it?
It would be Petrovic. The Chelsea goalkeeper is the top passer, completion percentage, however you want to say it, in Ligue 1 this year. So
that's amazing.
We have a goalkeeper that can't pass, but was supposed to be able to pass. And then the goalkeeper, they told us they couldn't pass, and that's why we sent him on a loan to Strasbourg.
Wow.
Is actually a good pass. Now, granted, I don't put a lot of stock in League One. It's a farmer.
Sure.
Let's be realistic about that. But the point is Petrovic is still, I think, I don't think either one. I think they're both mid. Let's just put it that way. I don't think either one of them's like. Petrovic makes me a lot less nervous back there than Bob does, but I'm not also a browbeater saying Petrovic is this reincarnation of Peter Cech or he's a great goalkeeper or something like that. But whatever. But yeah, I agree with you, man. This team, the Nico goal was I think I tweeted it whenever it happened, Drogba-esque. It definitely reminded me of Drogba. In that goal. Also, interesting statistic, through 57 matches, Nico and Drogba, Nico has, I believe, 24 goals and Drogba had 23.
Nice.
I'm just saying, Nico's on
people forget Drogba was on the team for like a year or two before he finally became started being the Drogba. Nico's been those stats were going around last season too. Like Nico's on par with him.
He is, and no. They're two different types of strikers, and Drogba always is our favorite Chelsea player. But anyway, but it is interesting to see that Nico is, and I think he's got since in this calendar year. So since January, I think he is the third top goal scorer in the Premier League.
Wow.
It's Haaland, and then I can't remember who was second, and then him. He was third. And it was like they only separated by each other like 2 or 3 goals. So, I mean, like, he's doing really well. People just, I don't think, appreciate him enough. I'm a big Nico stan. I really do like Nico. So, same. I'm all for Nico playing. But, yeah, anyway, this team, I think we still have a ways to go before we challenge for a title. Now, will circumstances happen this year that might put us in a position to challenge for title? Sure. But I mean,
it's a weird season. Or it's
a weird season, man. It is. And I mean, I gotta think Arsenal's eventually gonna start clicking again. Like they're gonna go on a run at some point in the season. So are you gonna be able to hang with Arsenal at that point in time? City will go on a run at some point, probably in the second. Usually it's in January. They just start clicking. Now, whether that happens this year or not, I don't know. But
you're bringing up a really good point there about can we do that?
Yeah,
can we continue what we're doing because the rest of the teams aren't going to?
Right, because I mean we're technically this is there's is there 36 or 38 games? 38.
38. Yeah.
So we're literally almost a third of the way through the season right now. Like almost.
Yeah.
So
at halftime in this next game, we're a third of the way through the season.
Yeah. For sure.
Pretty much. Kind of.
Pretty much. Kind of. Yeah.
I mean, we're at 12 games right now. This will be 13. That'll be if you did the math, it's 39. So a third of the way through this game, we're a third of the way through the season.
Yeah. Like that. I like that, Jason. Way to do math, man. Big brain math, Jason, over there. But I mean, if you look at our upcoming schedule, because I think this is the point we're talking about, a run. Here's where you have a chance to go on a run. So we play Villa on Sunday, not in form. Villa's not looking good right now. Then we play Southampton, bottom of the table team. Great chance at beating them. Then we turn around and play Tottenham on Sunday. Their goalkeeper is out. Huge blow for them. Sucks. Had surgery on his ankle yesterday, I believe. So should hopefully be able to take advantage of their high line and score some goals and hope. And I mean, even if you draw that, that's fine. Whatever, I'll take that. Then you've got Brentford, another sort of team that's toward the bottom of the table, and then we have Everton, another team at the bottom of the table. Fulham, mid-table team right now. I think they're upper mid-table actually, but they've lost their last couple, I believe. And then we have Ipswich.
Man.
So
yeah,
and that takes us through December. So if you're coming out of December and literally you should be favored in all of those matches except for Tottenham.
Yeah.
And I would say Tottenham's just an even draw. But so with that being said, this is a chance to go on a run. This is a chance to get, 3, 6, let's say 9, be 12, 15, 18. You draw Tottenham 19 points out of 21.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in your toughest part of your schedule too, usually because the games are so quick and fast paced and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You got to like your chances. Like if we come out of this, and we're still second.
Yes.
And we've closed the gap on Liverpool some. Okay. Then we can start having a conversation about what does the schedule look like for the second half of the season?
Right.
Can Chelsea start challenging Liverpool? Are we injury free still? That's a big thing. Has Liverpool had injuries?
Right.
Has City had it? Like, what is all these situations looking like? So,
yeah, I mean,
January,
it's like you said about Salah, man. If Salah goes down, he's an older player right now.
Right.
Like, if he goes down, if Van Dijk goes down, Liverpool's a different team.
They are completely
at that
different
point,
Yeah.
Like anything can happen at that point. It's I mean, you bring up a good point. Like, and we said this from the beginning. Like, we said this when we would evaluate Maresca halfway through the season. We would, we might do predictions again halfway through the season. It's just like because we didn't know we were going into with the season because it's been 2 tumultuous years. Of like Chelsea telling us like, no, this team is good. They got really good XG. And then not being able to like actually pin our hopes on anything. Like, I think you and I have been more level-headed about this. Like we were always going to wait till halfway through the season to be to see if we could pin our hopes on anything for the rest of the season. And so it's nice that we're in the position that we are in now. If we come out of these next 5, 6, 7 games, like, and we actually truly are halfway through the season. Then and we're still cooking. It's gonna be you and me might start having some fun conversations.
We might start having some fun conversations then. So I mean,
more than just like, weenus talk.
I mean, that's the thing is like with this, I don't want to like, and that's the thing is like I don't want to get my hopes up with this team because I want to be realistic with it. Like we're still young. We're I think the second young, or no, I think we are the youngest team in the Premier League. Like usually starting lineup wise. Again, and it's only going to get younger next year when we stick that Esteban, 18-year-old, in the starting lineup. So looking forward to that. Can we just address something, Jason? Because I've been meaning to bring this up on the podcast like the last couple of times. How in the hell are we a third of the way through the season and still don't have a damn shirt sponsor?
It is weird.
Is this
one of those things that like nobody's even talking about?
Nobody. How does nobody talk about this? We're a third of the way through the season, as Jason just pointed out. A third of the way, whatever his math was that he just did a minute ago.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't remember. Whatever, Jay. If this next game, at some point, we'll be a third of the way through the season.
We're definitely going to be a third of the way through the season without a shirt sponsor, regardless of math.
Regardless, because we're not getting one before freaking Sunday. So, I'm just baffled. How does a corporation, an organization as big as Chelsea, not have a damn shirt sponsor? We look like a bunch of like, I don't even know. I just cheap bastards out there running around with these I put fake jerseys on. Like, and here they are, they're wanting all this money, for the front of the shirt sponsor. And I'm just like, well, you're a third of the way through the season, so the price is going down constantly. You're not getting a better deal. You're wanting that 40 to 60 million pounds or whatever they're wanting. You're not getting that at this point in the season.
No, you got to prorate that shit now.
Yeah, exactly. So just
buy a third.
Buy a third. Exactly. Buy a freaking third. So get something on the front of the damn shirt and get some revenue. Like, you think about it. If we go this whole season without that, how bad does that screw us in PSR?
Yeah.
Because that will be 40 to 60 million pounds, which we're probably not getting that now. We're probably looking more toward the 25 to 30 million for the season because we're a third of the way through the freaking season. How screwed are you screwing yourself with PSR now?
How long before we sell stadium naming rights?
That's the most American thing ever, so it'll be done soon probably. I don't know. It's the most baffling thing to me. Like,
Yeah.
are they not even trying? I feel like they're not even trying anymore. Like, it's like you said, nobody's talking about it. There's nothing like, no fans are putting pressure on them to do anything. And I don't think anybody, like, the financial implications of this are huge.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge chunk of revenue because, especially since we have one of the, not smaller, I guess more of a mid-sized stadium in the Premier League, like our match day revenue doesn't compete with like the cities and United and Liverpool and Arsenal. Like our match day revenues don't compare with them. So we're already behind the 8 ball with that. And now you're cutting out when other Premier League teams are getting 50, 60 million pounds for their freaking shirt of the front of the shirt sponsor, and we're getting 0.
Yeah.
What the hell are we even doing?
I was just looking around. There's one of the latest articles about this is the 3rd of November from TalkSport, and they're asking this question, but like
it's almost a month ago.
Yeah.
I mean, the last I heard, it was one of the like Ryguard Air or something like that, or Turkish Air, some airlines.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Who knows?
Apparently,
that was like months ago.
You can only have one shirt sponsor during a season, according to regulations.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what's the like? We don't have one.
Yeah, you can have one change throughout the season to support a charity partner.
Oh. Yeah, because we're going to make the charity pay to be on the front of our shirt. That'd be real asshole-ish of us, but something they'd probably do. You know, whatever.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I don't know.
I don't either.
You know, this might be... never mind. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just mad because, like, this next game is on USA.
At 6:30 in the morning.
Okay, this will be the 5th game in a row on USA.
We've never been on TV this much.
This will be our 6th game overall throughout the season. So almost half of our games are on the USA Network. It's really pissing me off. Like
there was a couple that were on. We've had one or two that were on NBC too.
Yes.
Which I know it's not cable. You can get that over the air. You can get that to airwaves, though. So.
I mean, I can't because I've tried.
Oh, that's right, because you live in a shitty.
So almost all of my games, So almost all the Chelsea games, I've had to like go to great lengths to watch this season. I am ready for NBC to not have the rights to this anymore. Like this isn't good. Like the very first season they had the rights. You used to be able to watch the replays of the matches right after they happened.
Yep.
You used to be able to see every match on NBC before it was Peacock on NBC.com. Yeah. Like you used to be able to see all of those matches in the replay then like right after, almost instantly after. Because there were times where I couldn't watch the match, but like I was able to watch it like 2 hours after the match or something, and they were on there. So like I don't know. I feel like they're just milking this in whatever way they can. And as a Chelsea fan, it's been incredibly hard. Like as a Chelsea fan who doesn't have cable, it's been incredibly hard to watch the matches this season. I'm pretty angry about it. I don't know what my next steps are. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can do anything because this asshole company has the rights to this and they're not distributing the games fairly, and it could be a schedule thing. I was wondering if it could be a sponsor thing. They're like, well, Chelsea's not advertising, so we'll just put them on the USA Network, which I gotta imagine less people are watching it there than they would be on something like Peacock. But maybe there are television deals or something that is more lucrative for them over the long term. So I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know why Chelsea's on the USA Network so much. They used to tell you like, well, this many games, like you're guaranteed on Peacock.
Right. Yeah.
We are the third. Like, I know the lower teams don't get as much preference. And like, I know that was true the past couple of seasons, but like, we're the third place team now. Like, I should be able to easily watch these games, especially if we're paying for Peacock. And I don't understand why we even need Peacock at this point. Like I would have saved
one game
money
a month
not
isn't going to
having
be on Peacock. Yeah.
So
one game a month is going to be on Peacock exclusively. So you're going to have to watch that one game every month on Peacock.
This is ridiculous. I'm ready for NBC's contract to end. I am an anti-NBC owner of the Premier League rights for the United States broadcast. I am now fully against them.
Sorry to burst the bubble.
That's okay. I will use this platform to totally talk about their production value is also shit.
So bad.
It is bad. Whoever's running the cameras, whoever's producing the games, it is bad. It is bad.
Yeah.
They constantly have sound issues. They constantly have buffering issues. They constantly aren't watching the action the way they should. They're constantly cutting away at bad moments. Like, it is bad. NBC is a piece of shit. And I hope the company goes down. Publicly, I say it right now, I'm anti-NBC.
So they have the rights to 2028.
They started a
6-year contract in 2022.
They're horrible. They've been horrible for the Premier League in America.
It was okay, I think, when it first started.
Yes.
Because NBC Sports was free. Like, that app was free.
Right.
So you could just get on there anytime and watch the matches. And then they came out with Peacock, and that's when it's gotten bad. Is since Peacock's come out, and then they put everything behind a paywall, and you got to pay for it. And I wouldn't mind it if, like, and I don't understand why they don't do it. I don't know if it has something to do with like their rights or whatever, but if they literally just simulcast the games, just show them on Peacock and show them on USA and NBC, whatever else you're showing them on. It's already on that network. So why can't it be on Peacock too at the same time? I don't understand why there can't be overlap in that. Like, I understand if you want to put one on Peacock exclusively to make people buy Peacock, but why do I have to pay for a cable package and Peacock? Like, it doesn't
exactly.
Or at least, like you said, go back to the old way of doing it, where as soon as the match is over with, the replays are up. Because now it's like almost, I think it's like 24 hours.
You have to wait a day. Yeah.
You have to wait a day now, which is like, why are we regressing in this? So, I don't know.
Yeah, the amount of things you have to pay for in order to watch the games, because you don't know where they're going to show it at any given time. Because they don't have the other schedules up, like, at this point. Like, they have the Villa game, and then they have the next game, and that's it at this point.
Yeah.
That's all that we know where they're going to show.
And that's because they're flexing everything now, because that's the way it is with like college football. Like, I don't ever know when LSU's playing until like the Monday before, like what time we're playing. Like, this year they gave you like time frames at least. They're like, your game will be on between 2:30 and 7:30 at night, or you're going to have the 11:30 game this week. So it was a little different this year, but you still didn't know to like the Monday before kickoff what time your game was going to start. So it sort of sucks, and that's why the Premier League's doing it now.
They effed their Olympics coverage too. So I mean, they're
so bad.
They're horrible. I hate them.
Yeah,
and
I'm with you. Whoever directs / produces the matches is just disgustingly bad. Like,
I hope NBC goes bankrupt, and we don't ever have. I hope they go bankrupt before their contract ends, and that we get some other shitty company that's going to at least give us something good for 2 years, because they want.
They are
get involved in their system, and then they screw it up, and then I'll wish death on that company.
Yeah, they are owned by Comcast. Comcast is a shithole.
Well, they are selling off some of their
some of their assets
at this point, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Premier League probably actually makes them money. That's probably one of the few things that actually still makes money.
Well, yeah, they got plenty of ways to get the money out of us at this point. Why wouldn't it?
That's true. That is
Assholes.
True. I don't know, man. It's interesting. They are going to take a revenue hit though this quarter, because they're losing the WWE network off of Peacock. So that's shutting down at the end of December. So they'll take a revenue hit after that shuts down because a bunch of people will probably unsubscribe to Peacock.
Yeah.
So I would imagine their users go down. But I don't know, man. It is a mess. I really hope that article that I sent you the other day talking about the Premier League taking back their own rights and just distributing them themselves like in-house and then just having their own paid site. I'd be all for that. Like, let me just pay the Premier League $10 a month. I don't care. I'd pay them $20 a month to let me just watch strictly just Premier League matches. Like,
yeah.
That's fine. I'll do, and that way I get every Premier League match, and I know where I'm going to watch it.
I would pay a premium. I would pay a premium for that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, you just pay for it. Like, it's all once, and that's the problem now. Is like everything used to be one-stop shop at cable. Now, and we're like, oh, we got these streaming services. They're going to be great. They're going to do great. Now it's like, if you want to watch something, you have to have a certain streaming service. So now you end up with 5 streaming services that cost more than your cable bill did back in the day. So we just get screwed again, Jason. Screw the people, man. Screw the man. Screw the man. That's all I'm going to say.
I just, I hate them. I would pay probably $50 a month to know that I could watch the games.
Yeah.
But then you look at like these cable packages, like, I mean, I'm looking at like YouTube TV or Fubo, man, and they're like close to $70, $80, $100.
I pay, I think, $80 a month for YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Crazy.
But I mean, that's the thing. Is like that's the only way for me to watch,
right?
Like college football,
right?
To make sure I get all the Premier League matches, and then I'm a big college baseball fan too, and that's the only way I can watch. I get to watch every college baseball game though.
Yeah.
That I want to because they're on ESPN Plus, but I have to have YouTube TV to get the SEC Plus network, whatever the hell they call it on there. So yeah,
right. Yeah.
But I pay it because I do use it year round for different sports. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I might just have to break down to get one of the cheaper ones. Yeah,
but I mean, it does have some cool shows like Moonshiners. I
haven't watched that.
You never watched Moonshiners? Oh man, what I'm doing when I got this podcast.
I know it. I'm watching tonight. Yeah,
babe, it is. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about it later. No, we've already chased so many rabbits on this episode.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, the first 15 minutes was freaking about Thanksgiving, so that was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's. I guess we need to do predictions. We'll do predictions for Thursday, and we're going to do Sunday too, because there probably won't be another podcast this week. We'll start next week.
Daniel's being realistic.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably be
based on
Friday.
Based on how I reacted. Yeah.
We'll be in food comas on Friday. So next week we'll probably start Thursday podcast. And then they will be short, sweet, to the point though. So anyway, so predictions for this week. So we have Heidenberg. Is that how you say their name?
Heidelheim, isn't it?
Heidelheim, German team. They are currently 15th in the table.
Heidenheim.
Yeah. So yeah, they 15th in the table right now, so they're not very good. I'm assuming we will play our B team again, as we always do in conference league matches.
Yes.
So, score predictions for this one, Jason. I guess we can do, since we got our new system.
We're gonna do it again, yeah.
Yeah, we got a new system. Hey, look, last match if we just scored one more freaking goal, we both would have been right. So I'm just saying.
I know.
But yeah, so cool. Let's do predictions. So all right. So for this one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4-1 Chelsea. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. I'm back on my until we keep a clean sheet.
Yes.
I will not predict a clean sheet.
Okay, so you're 4-1. I'm 5-0. Yep. I'm hoping for another route like we did last time on the conference league.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, dude, these teams just aren't good. And I mean,
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what Maresca does do though, because what he does with, since Reese is out, Gusto was sick this past week.
Yeah.
So maybe we see DCC this week. I just need to see some more Vega. I'm sorry, I've missed Vega. I need more Vega in my life. Not as a midfielder though. I need Vega at like left back. I don't like midfielder Vega. I need center back or left back Vega. But yeah, I think it'll be should be another easy win for us. But then we turn around on Sunday and we play Aston Villa at 7:30 in the morning. And where's Villa in the table right now? They are, I'm checking, 8th.
Okay, yeah.
So they're on 19 points. So they're one of those teams that's like this is the thing. If you don't win this match,
right.
Villa closes within a point of you. Yeah. No, they tie us. They're tied with us on 22 points. So one of those things. Now, Villa has apparently been leaky this year. They've let in 19 goals. So is that's not good. Scored 19, let in 19. So yeah, should be a good match on Sunday. I do respect Emery. I think he's a good coach. They just haven't been in great form this year. Yeah. Did we play them earlier in the year?
I don't think we've played anybody twice yet.
Oh no, I was thinking the cup.
Oh,
maybe not.
I don't. No, we haven't.
No.
We
played Barrow. Yeah, we played Barrow and then lost to Newcastle. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, wait, where is this match? Where are we playing? All right, it's at the Bridge. So just so you know, Jason, Stuart Atwell is the referee Sunday.
Okay. I don't trust any of these referees. I don't trust NBC. I don't trust the referees. I don't trust the Premier League. I don't trust the FA. I don't trust any of these pieces of shit.
Well said, Jason.
I am anti all of them, but I'm pro Nico with you.
That's it. We're just pro Nico on this podcast. Yeah. Pro Nico podcast.
We've been pro Nico for a while, actually.
We've been pro. We were pro Nico even when other people were shitting on Nico. We were still pro Nico on this podcast.
Yep.
We've always backed Nico. But all right. So ready to do predictions for this
ready.
Week? It's not Stamford Bridge. We usually suck when we're at home. So
yeah.
All right. Where's our game Thursday? Is it at home?
It's away.
It's away, so we're going to be traveling.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I got my prediction. Ready?
Same.
1, 2, 3. 2-2 draw.
Chelsea. Okay.
What's your prediction?
2-1.
2-1. All right. I went 2-2 draw.
Okay. I already wrote mine down too, so you can look at the history of our Google Doc that we have.
Hey, I think both those are fair. Either one will be.
I mean, those margins are fine. I mean, we're talking about Bob giving away a penalty or not. So at this point,
and that's a pretty common occurrence. And
not surprising.
The reason I went 2-2 is because we're going to be traveling back from Germany in Stuart Atwell stuff. That counts. That's one goal apiece. Yeah. Both of those.
I almost went draw. But I'm kind of hoping for the win, I think. Hey, if we win, we'll be a full 3 games better off than we were last year. So
that's good.
Impressive.
I mean, Villa hasn't been as good as they were last year. Mm-hmm. And they have Champions League midweek this week too, just like we have Conference League. So it's not like they get a break midweek. And I think that could play a role into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, well, I think that about wraps up this Thanksgiving episode of the Red, White, Blues podcast. We have somehow gone an hour tonight. Well, mainly because we have 15 minutes of Thanksgiving talk. So, anyway, just hit that 2x speed. I'll go by quick. But, yeah, so you got anything else you need to add, Jason, to the podcast?
That's it.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm ready to be off the USA Network. That's all I care about.
I like that. I'm with you. All right. Well, I guess tell the people where they can find us then, Jason.
Yo, we're on X, we're on Threads, we're on Instagram, and Daniel writes amazing things over at our Substack. We've made it easy for you. You can find us on all of those things at Red White Blues FC.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, it's right down there at the bottom. And as Jason was about to say, we are also on YouTube if you want to look at our ugly mugs. And so like, bell, click, follow, whatever on YouTube. And we're also on Spotify and Apple. And you can listen to us there if you just want to listen to our manly voices and just like to consume audio in your car while you're driving to your in-laws for Thanksgiving. Let us accompany you on that journey. Right before the match starts. So yeah, enjoy your Thanksgiving on Thursday. To all the people out there, be thankful. I'm thankful for Jason in this podcast and the 7 loyal listeners that we have out there.
Yes.
To you guys, I'm thankful for y'all. Enjoy your turkey. Enjoy your dressing. Most of all, enjoy the dressing. And until next time, I'll look at you guys on the flip side.
Here's hoping for winner turkey / Boston butt dinner on Thursday and Sunday. Flippity floppity.